Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us at 7. I'm Tracey McCain.
And I'm Taylor Knight. You're watching Eyewitness News on the Wax. Got a lot to talk about today. It is Black Friday. But first, I want to say hello to meteorologist Tyler Hughes for a check of the weather. Beautiful start, but it is cold.
Yeah, it is a nice start this morning, but we saw the live shot of the line earlier at West Farms. Everybody was bundled up, right? Yeah, and it is a bit chilly now. Right. So it'll be blustery today, but at least it'll be dry, a mix of clouds and sunshine. And right now, it's mostly sunshine on our iCam over New Haven. Official sunrise was just a couple minutes ago at 6:55. It's 37 degrees in New Haven right now. But look in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. It's already gusting to 20 miles per hour out of the west-southwest, excuse me. And that will continue as we head into later on this afternoon. In fact, those wind gusts will intensify just a bit. So if you're headed out the door over the next couple of hours, you're headed to snag that great deal for Black Friday, right? Temperatures will be in the 30s for the most part. It'll feel a bit cooler than that with the wind chill. And then by this afternoon, although high temperatures will climb into the upper 30s and low 40s, it certainly won't feel like that. It will feel more like 25 to 35 degrees. And we could also see a few isolated snow flurries as well, especially up through the Litchfield Hills. No impacts expected as a result of those. Winds, here they are. After lunchtime, they'll really begin to kick up past the 30-degree mark for wind gusts. So keep that in mind as we head through the day today. Tomorrow, the wind begins to calm down just a little bit. It will be mostly dry. Then Sunday, we see increasing clouds and a chance for some showers. But the next big thing in our forecast, that comes into play Tuesday. Tuesday is a first alert weather day. We're tracking a storm system moving through that will bring some snow, changing to some wintry mix and rain. So a lot still uncertain, but we'll break all that down for you coming up in the full first alert forecast when I see you in just a few minutes. Right now, though, let's get a check of the roads on this Black Friday. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning, Tyler. Good morning, everyone. Looking real good out on the roads. You're getting a live look at 91 in Hartford, 84 in Waterbury, Route 9 in Middletown, picking up some cars there, and 691 in Meriden. One truck going by, very quiet. Now, let's take it south. This is a look across 95 in New Haven, Milford, Bridgeport, and Madison. Very quiet along 95, both north and southbound. I'm Taylor Knight with your Connecticut Chevy First Alert Traffic Report, driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
All right, today is Black Friday, so let the shopping begin.
More than 180 million people expected to hit the stores or shop online to get the best deals this weekend.
The National Retail Federation says that's an increase of 3 million people from 2024. Black Friday is the top shopping day, followed by Cyber Monday. And the sales start right now. Your reporter Sierra Jordan is live this morning at West Farms Mall.
Sierra, how's it looking out there?
Good morning, Tracy, Taylor. Things are very busy here at West Farms. Lots of shoppers already doing their thing. Already went inside Macy's, JCPenney, Lulu, you name it. And I already seen a lot of people have several bags in their hand. Just take a look at what we see so far. Lots of people walking around, just enjoying their time with their friends, with their families. But earlier this morning, around 5 a.m., we've seen a long line in front of JCPenney and Macy's. A spokesperson with West Farms told us that 500 people made it inside the store around that time. So if you haven't had a chance to come out, the store, the mall will officially be open around 8 a.m., but right now, there are already several stores open. But if you haven't had a chance to come out today, there is still Small Business Saturday as well as Cyber Monday. Your reporter in West Hartford, Sierra Jordan, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.
Great, thank you, Sierra. We have another holiday shopping heads up. While you're searching for those big deals, scammers are searching for you online. Your reporter, Evan Moon, reveals how those slick social media ads are just one of the red flags you need to know.
Before you click that add to cart button, take a second look. Experts warn scammers love Black Friday just as much as shoppers do. From fake QR codes, gift cards, and phony emails to sketchy social media ads.
I buy things from Instagram all the time, and TikTok, I feel like they know me so well.
Cybersecurity experts say it's peak season for fraud.
That's the whole point. Limited time only. Got to do it now before it sells out, whatever it is. So that whole sense of urgency is something that bad guys love.
According to Adobe Analytics, 2025 is expected to be the first full year mobile devices make up most of online spending. 56% of sales this holiday season will be from a phone, upwards of $140 billion. Lisa Plagmeyer with the National Cybersecurity Alliance warns social media shopping isn't always safe.
You could have fake influencer videos and things like that because it only takes a few seconds to create a deep fake of somebody. And the problem now is that AI has just made them all look perfect.
This girl behind me, she's not real.
You can't rely on your eyes and ears anymore.
Plagmeyer says always trace ads back to a reputable retailer. And even with big name brands, the Better Business Bureau urges shoppers to read all the fine print.
Make sure you're checking shipping dates, return policies, if the item's out of stock, when it will be restocked. Just doing general things before you make that purchase will help you to make sure that you get the item before the holidays.
Experts recommend using a credit card for purchases so you're better protected from fraud and keeping track of purchases made on your card. Evan Moon, CBS News, New York.
And here's what some of our local leaders are doing to prevent scams. Today in Hartford, Senator Richard Blumenthal says he plans to ask the Federal Trade Commission to open an investigation into Amazon. He says Amazon used deceptive advertising practices ahead of the company's Prime Day and Cyber Week promotions. Senator Blumenthal claims the advertising giant says that it's offering products at a discount when they aren't actually. And in some cases, he says they're priced higher than normal.
And if you do find some deals online, another problem you need to avoid: theft. It is peak season for porch pirates right now. In Hartford, police just created a package theft task force to crack down on these criminals. Officers are going undercover, posing as delivery drivers and leaving bait packages in neighborhoods that have had issues with this in the past. There were more than 50 packages stolen during peak season in 2023 and more than 40 last year in Hartford. Police tell us with shootings and homicides down, officers can dedicate more time to the task force.
This morning, a sad development to share out of Washington, D.C. A West Virginia National Guard member shot in an ambush-style attack has died. President Donald Trump announced 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom's death last night. The other injured guardsman, Andrew Wolf, remains in critical condition this morning. Investigators are now combing through the history of the suspect. He's a 29-year-old Afghan national. Authorities say that he entered the U.S. in 2021 through a Biden administration program that resettled Afghan refugees, and he was living out in Washington state. Right now, a motive is unclear.
Well, the attack in D.C. prompted the president to take a tougher stance on immigration. In a Truth Social post late last night, the president said he will pause migration from all third world countries and continued to say, quote, only reverse migration can fully cure the situation. On Wednesday, President Trump called for the reinvestigation of all Afghan refugees who entered the U.S. during the Biden administration. The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service is taking additional steps to screen people from 19 high-risk countries, though those countries have not been named.
We now know the name of a man who was killed after crashing into a utility pole. It happened Wednesday night in Bristol. Pinpoint News Tracker takes us to that scene on Broad Street near Todd Street. Officers say they found 31-year-old Jonathan Edward White unresponsive inside the car. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. Police are still investigating how that crash happened.
And right now, another person in the hospital after crashing into a light pole on 84 East in Manchester. It happened around 8 o'clock last night. The driver was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. You can see in the picture how badly that car is damaged. Firefighters say other cars were damaged too by debris in the roadway. DOT now working to repair the pole. Small Business Saturday is tomorrow, and those small business owners are hoping you do your holiday shopping local this year. 99% of Connecticut businesses are small businesses. That's more than 360,000 shops throughout the state.
Channel 3 is your home for the UConn Huskies. We got an exciting Black Friday basketball matchup when the number 5 UConn men's team takes on number 13 Illinois at Madison Square Garden. The Huskies looking to get back on their winning streak after taking care of Bryant earlier this week. That game tips off this afternoon at 12:30.